Isn't that just beautiful? I just love that. I love the Shadowbringer team. It's also in the Hades boss fight, first phase. I think it's just first phase, but I love it. Alright, let's continue. Talking about, oh yeah, 3 different things. Violence of the clams. Violence of the clams. Psh, you go to Moonshade Isle for clams. I can already taste this that succulent clam flesh. Recorded a bit of Stone Shard prologue, which you may or may not be seeing. It's up to whether or not the devs get back to me. And I also recorded some System Shock 1 Enhanced Edition. Actually, I contacted the current owners of that for permission, now that I think about it. Oh well. But yeah, I recorded some System Shock 1. Forgot to save, so I have to redo what I did. Really? Oh, so I don't like how you just materialized out of that shell. So, here I was thinking they were trying to be cheeky in the, you know, spawning of the enemies here by having them spawn out of the shells when you walk by them. Which they are, but they're also just spawning them when you grab the clams. Okay, job's done. Back we go. Then we have to head to 2 separate boats, potentially, for the other 2. A grateful response. Psh, the captured merchantman. My elbows will have you snapping at its rudder before you settled in the saddle. The captured merchantman. It's far from spawning grounds, and that it's good. My Elvis needs the exercise. Hopefully these 2 are linked and it's the same one. Ah, cute collar. Kinda wasn't in for recording this today. I know I wanted to just record... I wanted to record something else. But I think I scratched the itch with Stone Shard and the other thing. System Shock. Maybe not completely, but it's probably as good as I'm gonna get. And yeah, I can stack these up. Okay, come on, everyone group up. Or fuck it. Nice. Not as potent as I dreamt. Heal me, Chocobo. Okay, that was more potent than I remembered. God damn. Oh, it's been some levels. A Surf Corps chief appears and challenges you. The ship is ours, Shorewalker. Tridents are invincible. Surf Albist, Surf Spine, Sahagan. Watchful Sentry attempts to prevent you. No, we will not have our spoils. Not that watchful, I killed everyone else here. I'll take your thieving hands. Sneaky, tricksy shorewalker. What are you, Gollum? Have you been to Moonshade Isle? Let me see your haul. Bivalve mollusk, the color of frothy ocean waves. Psh, this is a rare bounty. You've made many friends within the clutch this day. Drop these clams in a rock pool to keep them fresh. Cook them? No, they must be eaten raw, shorewalker. Shorewalker, were you able to steal back the cargo? Well, whatever, wooden box filled with exotic spices. Psh, thank you. We'll deliver these crates ourselves. Crude merchantman may be alarmed by our appearance, but we must make an effort to teach them the Nald'thal. There's our conflict and chaos. Yeah, they just settled here because they due to the cataclysm, they needed to settle somewhere to survive. Why it had to be already colonized place? They were just going on with the Empress's desires. But the only thing is, like, they are still pro Leviathan. They're still pro him. So, you know, if Leviathan mind controls everyone, they're not going to be upset. You know? So there's always going to be that wedge between them and everyone else. They're not like the other guys that revile Ifrit, you know? They're handy to keep around. These guys, that's gonna be a bit of a wedge. Then again, maybe they, while they don't mind if Ifrit gets spawned, they're fine if he doesn't. Yeah. Your lesson was a success. The tale of their humiliation will be apparent to all when they sink back to shore, beaten and bloody. This incident reminds me of a recent experience. A particular bountiful expedition, I gorged myself on my catch. It wasn't until after I finished my gluttonous feast that I noticed the remains of a partially poisonous bottom feeder. I was sick for days, and I've been careful to sort my hauls ever since. Psh, no, I do not mean to compare you to a bottom feeder. Forget the story. I thank you for your aid, Shorewalker. No two ways about it. Oh wait. Did I waste a full quest? Yeah, I wasted full quest. I only needed 20. I thought I had like a snippet left over, but that only happened with the other guys because they gave. Well, that doesn't happen on the first stage, so I just wasted a full 10. Nav needs a rock to sink the bloodthirsty ambitions of the coral tridents. Psh. The tide brings ill news, Shorewalker. It seems the coral tridents and their finless pets, the serpent reavers, are now swarming another vessel off the coast of western Alaska. But there is still time. Must not let them sink this ship as they did the last one. Should the tridents continue to agitate the waters with such should the tridents continue to... Here, 1 second. Hey folks, sorry about that. Should the tridents continue to agitate the waters with such abandon, the Shorewalker elders will surely bring their armies against us. Shorewalker, Drum Kren, is it? I need you to become the rock I spoke of when we first met. Board the trading vessel known as the Swallow as soon as you're able, and blunt the trust of my foolhardy kin. We Sahagin are comfortable swimming long distances, but you have not the required physiology. You must speak with my son Pa. The eldest he breeds are trained to carry those wounded in deep water skirmishes. They'll just as easily carry an unwounded warrior into battle. Your sea beast steed awaits. Sometimes I try and do the voice, sometimes I don't. The Kochfather told me of your need. This Albus is the largest and swiftest creature in my stable, and should have no difficulty in bearing you across the waves. Be sure you are prepared for heavy combat, Shorewalker. Crow Tridents often bring their own sea beasts into battle, ill-treated and foul-tempered brutes all, and I speak not of the serpent reavers, though the description may be apt. Are you ready to ride my eldest to the Swallow, famous one? Yes. Swallow Captain. Please, take whatever you want, just let me keep my insides on the inside. You don't work with those marrow-sucking fishbacks? You're here to rescue me and my crew? Oh then, won't question how you reached us in the middle of the ocean without a vessel of your own. And how did we get in from below? What, is there like a handy side door? This proud lady is the Swallow, and I'm slightly less than proud captain. We're in fact in the ignoble process of abandoning ship. If True wishes to save our skins, I'll be much obliged if there's all the enemies on the deck, when men continue to prepare the lifeboats. Stall them, how you ask? We're spilling some of their black blood and see if that helps. I'll be supervising things from my vantage point here. The deck is swarming with Sahagin and their cronies. Pick a victim and set to, sir. Oh, at least he said sir. Ah, that's the ship I cleared earlier. Jump! It's kind of annoying to me that these are all literally right next to each other perpetually. It does kind of add to like the attack going on, but like as far as I know, these are meant to be like individual ship attacks. So having them all here simultaneous kind of ruins the whole effect. Just not let us see it. By Navigator's nightshirt, you certainly are a force of nature. I'm so focused on your deadly dance, I scarcely noticed the lifeboats were in the water. As much as it pains my heart to lose my dear Swallow, whose my innards would still be more painful still. Come, my brave lad, get near the tavern in Nailport calling our names. And we are actually going to the tavern. Why don't you join me for a pint or two, lad? The grog's as cheap as water in this place. Even so, I reckon I've guzzled through half the sparklies I hoarded from my mercenary days. Thanks for your aid, my stalwart friend. If you hadn't inexplicably appeared miles from the coast without a sail in sight, for my crew and I would now be taking our final rests on the ocean bed, alongside the broken hull of my dear sweet Swallow. I had but recently fitted ship with lifeboats, and I'm full glad I did. It was the sinking of that trade ship not long past that prompted me to take such precautions. An awful business, that. Tell me, how is an honest man meant to make a living when the trade routes are thus preyed upon? How can mere merchants be expected to fight through a sea of slavering fishbacks? The ones that attacked us were so bold as to introduce themselves where they started clambering over our rails. The coral tridents they said they were, and praised their leader as some manner of red-hued sea devil. A red-hued sea devil. Ah, pray forgive my outburst. Storm Lieutenant Ururu Kuguru. At your service. Captain, and this is of vital importance, you don't recall exactly which red-hued a Sahuagin used to describe the leader? Wouldn't that be Scarlet, would it? Well, now that you mention, I'm very certain it was Scarlet. If it were Crimson or Carmine, I'm sure I would have remembered. A merchant captain must keep abreast of such details, you understand. 12 above. The demon rises from the depths once more. Is something terribly amiss, Lieutenant? Some 15 years ago, there was one Sahuagin pirate of such cruelty, such depravity, that he plunged the entire region of western Alaska, the gibbering terror. The hands of the stoutest sailors would shake the mere hint of his shadow on the waves. Truly, he was a monster that froze the hearts of men. Even the knights of the Barracuda were powerless to halt this villain's rampage. So much delight did he take in the act of slaughter that the white coral necklace he wore was stained perpetually red with blood. Thus was the beast man whispered in tavern rooms tales as the Scarlet Sea Devil. 'Tis been so long since the name's been uttered, I thought he perished of old age, but it appears the horror lives on. These are dark days, my friends. Must return to Camp Skull Valley and report its development to Commander Fabrida at once. Wow, this sea devil fellow sounds awfully unpleasant, doesn't he? Perhaps losing my ship wasn't the most terrible fortune after all. Aha! I managed to save some things from the hold before we fled. I'll be honoured if you accept a small token of my gratitude. It is not, alas, a sack bulging with coin. You will, however, find no funner friend than these oranges for fending off illness on long sea voyages. Scurvy. I had carved out a life for myself as an open sea trader, but I believe it's time I took up a less perilous occupation. Pig farming, mayhap. No, random messiah may come along and cast demons into your flock. Terrible business, that. Also, we are going to be fighting Shiva at some stage. I wasn't sure which expansion that was in, but when I listened to the Shiva boss fight music again, I noticed the person was set to level 50, so we'll be fighting Shiva this expansion. It's just given it was a frosty region. I wasn't sure if it was going to be this expansion or next one. Then again, we haven't reached that one dungeon yet, have we? Then again, that could be a Heavensward dungeon. Drumcrane, you've returned. My spawnlings have heard rumors from the cold. Ow. My nail broke the other day on my big toe, and it was mostly hanging off. Well, most of the toe's there. Oh, sorry. Christ, I made it worse. Okay. A bit at the front had been half knocked off. I managed to trim it down, but a bit's still loose. But it's in a position I can't fully cut off. I have to leave it grow out a bit more. And it kind of caught on my leg there, and it started moving, and it was like, it was uncomfortable as hell. Drumcrane, you've returned. My spawnlings have heard rumors from the Coral Trident camp that its crew of the Swallow escaped with the aid of an Albus riding shorewalker. Pshahaha. Well done. Though the ship was taken, the lives you saved will spare us much enmity. Psh, what is that you have there? A hempen sack filled with juicy Lunoscan oranges. Ah, I've seen the like of these before. Fruit, yes? Picked from your land-grown trees. Clutchfodder, what are those? They smell strange. Oranges. Do they taste as good as sea cucumbers? They're a gift from our shorewalker friend. Be sure to thank him and share them evenly among your clutchmates. Thank you, shorewalker. Still so innocent, but I cannot shelter them from the world's harsh truths forever. What have you, drunk Ren? Have you any offspring? Imagine warrior stature would have received many eggs from your matriarch. Ah, but you shorewalkers do not lay eggs, correct? There is much I am unfamiliar with concerning your kind, but there is also much of our people that you will likely find mysterious. For example, why have the Coral Tridents suddenly come to prominence? Those who succeed in battle are vaunted among their kin, and with their strategic use of serpent reavers, the Tridents have achieved a growing number of victories. Now you tell me they boast of a new leader. Are you certain of the name? This does not bode well for our plans at all. Do not expect the Scarlet Sea Devil to return. It seems they know him by the same name as well. We're now recognized. And have access to a new quest giver. Gilling me softly. Overlook? Actually, send me to Nazca itself, Minsa itself. Wow, got a bit of popcorn stuck in my gum. I did just before I started recording. One thing I hate about popcorn. So I haven't been on today to check auctions. Nice. Stuff is sold. 5. So 3 high quality Tuscan rings. Nice. Acorn cookies sold, and some cheese souffle. Whoops. Ah, that didn't sell. Seriously? We'll have to lower that. It was a gamble anyway. Probably sold too many and for too high a price. Alright. 6k for 20 of them. Sold here. 2 baked onion soups. Some more cobbled rivets sold, and 2 high quality sunstone rings. I'm gradually getting rid of the old stock. Excuse me. It's just taking a bit, but it's actually selling. 3 sold here, more cobalt rivets, and 2 high... Same as the other person. No, I just went the same guy twice. 1 sold here. Sunstone ring. Seen that Phantom Hive name a few times. Bring 2 more cobalt rivets, high quality. Toadskin ring. High quality toadskin ring. The Major General. Mithril wristlets of crafting. Didn't suffer much at all. And none there. Alright, let's have a quick look. How about rivets? Okay. My stuff is finally coming back into price fashion. Still, people are trying to sell them for what's presumably below cost, but gradually that's getting bought out, and my stuff is coming to the fore. It annoys me so much people selling it below cost. That's 500. The cobalt ingot is how much? Probably cheaper to buy an ingot. As annoyed as I am at buying people selling stuff at below cost, it can benefit you when it comes to time to craft stuff yourself. Buy stuff below cost and then sell it. How to write the first time I just had an extra Alan. Yeah, but when it comes to sell stuff yourself, it can save you money. Like here, I can buy this. Yeah, if I buy these, I can transform them into rivets, adding 500 to them, so it'll be 1,722, and I can just sell them for 2k, 2,100, and I made a bit of profit. If I was to make them myself, it would presumably be more expensive. Okay, at this price, is about parable. Actually, no. It's a little cheaper for me to. No, actually, no. It's. Yeah, it is still cheaper for me to buy it. But yeah, I could buy them and just transform them and put them back up. But part of me is thinking what would be better for me to do would be to wait until my rivets are bought out, however long that may take, and then put up more. Putting up more too soon will put a buffer up on getting rid of that old stuff. And I'd like the old stuff gone. So I'm curious. Ooh. Eek. Okay, apparently no one's selling these. Shockingly expensive. Could go back to try and make these myself. Steel courses never went for much. Mm. What level armor am I? Level 60. Let me transform. Thank you. Hammer Master's Beetle. Huh. Anyway. Watch it jump up. Wasn't that nearly as high as I would have hoped. Wait, what? Oh god, I was concerned what I bought was superfluous. Now, watch jump up. Beautiful. Still not as high as I need it to be though, but it is a step. Actually, there should be some other upgrades I can grab now. That's an improvement, and no one has any of that for sale. Oof, you can toss so much on that. I get gems on that. Advanced melding forbidden, that's fine. This is no stat increases. Well, beyond armor and defense, it's like the other stuff doesn't go up at all. It just has more slots and forbids advanced melding. Okay, got the other thing that boosts craftsmanship. Need to get better rings. Seriously? The few of these that I tossed up on the auction house sold pretty well. These rat tie boots. There we go. I think I might just try and vendor them. Wait, have they changed the material process? Yeah, they've changed it so you don't break an item. So say if you have a favorite thing that you just keep using at endgame level, you can just keep using it. You extract it, it drops to 1%, you keep using it. Doesn't drop to 0% to prevent you just from selling it.